Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the new Good Vibrations collection from Cirque Colors. This one launched today, and then I also have the new Do Good polish to show you as well. So 7 polishes altogether. I do have a coupon/affiliate code with Cirque Colors, which I will have up on the screen and in the description box. This is a new code for 2024, so it's good for 10% off of your first order, but if you used my code last year, this is a new one and you can use it again. I will link the Cirque Colors website down below where you can check all of these out. 7 polishes, and I will get into the swatches. So the first polish is not part of the Good Vibrations collection. This is their first Do Good polish for this year, which is a charity polish. This launched on January 4th. This is called Mãi Mãi, I think. I've looked up pronunciation guides on and off for 2 days and I'm still not confident. This polish celebrates the Lunar New Year and also benefits the Vietnamese boat people, which I'll just read the little blurb of what Vietnamese boat people do. It's a nonprofit which works to connect, share, and keep alive the stories and traditions of Vietnamese culture, post-war, and mass exodus. And this is a very personal charity to Cirque Colors, as well as the founder of Cirque Colors family was among those who fled Vietnam during the war. There's more information on this group as well, which I will have linked down in the description box. And this polish also comes in its own special box, which was designed by a Vietnamese artist named Tien Pham, which I really hope I said correctly, though I would settle for close enough. Great formula on this one. I don't know, I'm sure you noticed, but this is the one that I'm wearing in all of the bottle shots for the collection because I really like it and I was itching to get it on my nails. It is very opaque, very sparkly, beautiful shimmer, no brush strokes through that shimmer at all, and that holographic sparkle that's in there stands out really nicely as well. So that is 2 coats of Mãi Mãi. Moving into the Good Vibrations collection, these are the normal standard boxes that Cirque Colors polishes come in. The first polish is called Kismet, and this is described as a light gray-toned lilac sheer. This is a re-release and was formerly known as Thistle Sheer. Good formula on this one. It is very sheer. It's nearly colorless on that first coat. I want to say that it's very even, but I'm not sure you'd be able to tell if it wasn't. This starts to build as the coats go on, but it builds very slowly because it does remain very sheer regardless. So you get a little bit of a milky color on that second coat, and then it starts to build a little bit better on the third. Still going to remain very sheer though, because overall this is just a very sheer polish. But when it does build up and get that kind of lilac, very light lilac milky look to it, it does remain pretty even, which is nice. So that is 3 coats of Kismet, the polish formerly known as Thistle Sheer. The next polish is called Hearth Jelly, and this is described as a terracotta colored jelly. This is also sheer, fairly even on the first coat, definitely more color to this on the first coat than Kismet. Formula is really good, and I actually really like this kind of blush pink color in one coat. I'm not sure I would wear it like this, but I can appreciate it. It stays even and starts to build pretty well on the second coat. It's actually pretty nicely opaque for a jelly. I think you could easily get away with 2 if you're looking for the slightly squishy sheer look. The color gets deeper on the third coat, and it actually gets pretty decently opaque. It's still sheer. Longer nails, you're definitely going to be able to see the nail line. Mine are pretty short here, and I could just barely make it out. So that is 3 coats of Hearth Jelly. The next polish is called Heart of Gold, and this is described as a gold, heart, and multi-shaped holographic glitter topper. Also, sorry about the Band-Aid. I got out to the car from the grocery store and my finger was bleeding and I don't know what happened, but it was much grosser than looking at a Band-Aid. So I am swatching this over Hearth Jelly. This is a very chunky glitter, so if you're going to apply it with a brush, it's really going to take a lot of dipping in the bottle and strategically placing the glitter around your nail. You're not going to be able to just swipe this one on like a normal polish. It just doesn't work when the glitters are this big. If you find that you're getting way too much polish base trying to strategically place glitters with the brush, a toothpick will also do a really good job. You can kind of pick out which glitter you want and place it on the nail without flooding it with polish base. That's not really an issue that I had with this one. I think I was able to get the glitter out really easily. I just had to push it around on my nail a bit, but that is a strategy if you're having trouble. This is also going to be really chunky when it dries, so it's going to need 2 coats of top coat or like a glitter smoothing product followed by a top coat, and it is going to be difficult to remove because the acetone's not going to get under that glitter very easily to dissolve the polish that it's stuck onto your nail with, so it's going to take some scrubbing and soaking. Or you could use a peel-off base coat, but there's also a good chance that you will lose your polish before you're ready with the peel-off base coat. That's always been my issue with them. If you like the look of chunky glitter, there's just a lot of give and take with it. So that is 1 coat of Heart of Gold. So the next polish is called Amore Propra. This, actually, they sent me a pronunciation guide in the email and I didn't notice it until now. So when you're watching the comparisons and you're hearing me about to burst into tears trying to pronounce this, just know that I filmed that before I realized that they sent a pronunciation guide. This is a thermal polish, so the color changes with temperature. It is this coral color when it's cold and then is a pale pink lilac when warm and then has this lavender shimmer running throughout it. This is a really nice polish. It has really good coverage. It's very even. The formula feels really good. The shimmer stands out really nicely. There's like the most minor of brush strokes through the shimmer when you first put it on, but it kind of immediately settles in. This built up completely for me in 2 coats. This is the cold color, so it is going to appear a little bit darker and more opaque than the more light sheer color, but I still think it's fine in 2 coats. It also dries a bit dull. Thermals tend to do that, so you will want top coat to make it nice and shiny. So that is 2 coats of Amore Propre. Also, while I show you this thermal transition, you guys, I have been reviewing thermal polishes for like the better part of a decade, and it has never occurred to me to just put a hairdryer on my finger. I have been clumsily trying to stick my finger in water to show these color changes, and it always looks like absolute garbage, and just the light bulb just went off this time for some reason to just use a hairdryer, and it worked so well. So that is 2 coats of Amore Propre in the warm state, which I'm probably still butchering despite listening to the little robot man say it over and over again. The next polish is called Eban Flow, and this is another thermal polish. This is a red-toned purple when cold and an aqua blue-green when warm and has a sprinkle of scattered holographic. This is just a little bit sheer on that first coat. It's got a slight squish to it and a really good amount of that holographic sparkle. This covered completely for me in 2 coats. I think I could see needing 3 just depending on how long your nails are, and it's also going to be more sheer when it's in its warmer state because that color is always lighter. And this one also dries kind of semi-matte dull because of the thermal pigment that's in it, so you will want a good top coat. So that is 2 coats of Eban Flow in its cold state, and then with a little sped up hairdryer action, which I still cannot believe I never thought of before, you can see 2 coats of Eban Flow in its warm state. The next polish is called Zen Jelly, and this is described as a deep purple gray-toned taupe brown colored jelly. This is very sheer, smoky on the first coat. It's got a good formula and it is pretty even. It's not 100% even, but it'll be fine. It'll build up. It starts to build up and even out a bit on that second coat. It is still pretty sheer here though. It's got that sheer, squishy, smoky look. It's a jelly, that's the point. And then it builds up even better and evens out more on that third coat. I can definitely still make out my nail line and kind of just see a little bit of that warm color from my skin tone coming out from underneath it, but it is still fairly opaque. The sheer jelliness is going to be a lot more obvious on longer nails. So that is 3 coats of Zen Jelly. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Do Good polish, which I have been sitting here for like 20 minutes trying to start this voiceover and pronounce this polish, and I'm listening to the pronunciation over and over and over again, and I just feel like I cannot get the inflection right, so I'm just gonna call it the Do Good polish because it is stressing me out. So this is the Do Good polish here. The first one that I have is Red Bottoms. Red Bottoms is a much brighter red, has that scattered holographic, and then doesn't have this amazing gold shimmer that the Do Good polish has. Next I have Rooftop Soiree, which is more of a red shimmer, a much deeper kind of garnet color almost. Does not have that amazing gold shimmer. Also, all of these polishes are amazing. As I was swatching them, I was kind of like gasping over and over again, but this Do Good polish, we'll attempt it. It's like Mãi Mãi, Mãi Mãi. I feel like I'm not getting the I at the end right, but it's amazing. It's so, so, so beautiful. I had to interject with that because I can't stop staring at it. Okay, so next here we have Tourmaline. Tourmaline almost comes off pink in comparison. It's a much lighter, brighter color and has a scattered holographic. The Do Good polish also has a scattered holographic, I should mention that, but the gold shimmer just kind of like overshadows everything in these lights, so that's what I keep pointing out. But this doesn't have that contrasting shimmer to it. Do Good polish again. And the last one is Pad Paracha, which again is very light, very jelly. I'm sure you can tell that you can see a bit of this like white swatch wheel underneath this, so it's not as opaque and just really not comparable. So starting in with the Good Vibrations collection, this is another one that the pronunciation kills me because it has to be said with an accent that I don't have. So this is Amour, it's like, I can't even do it. I'll have it on the screen. So I did it once in the video already, which I actually, as of right now, haven't done yet. So I'm trying to delay it until I absolutely have to say it in the swatches. So first one that I have here is Rose Quartz. This is lighter, a little bit more neutral, where this one is more pink. And it is hard to do a comparison here too, because this is a thermal and none of these other polishes are thermals. So I'm showing it to you cold, but obviously it's not going to be exactly the same all the time, depending on the conditions. So these comparisons are even less helpful, I think, with a thermal, but whatever. This has that contrasting blue shimmer and has that brighter peachier color when it's cold. True Love's First Kiss is here, lighter, more delicate, has that scattered holographic, obviously not a thermal. And then Killer Kitsch is here, and this one is brighter, a little bit more on the magenta side. It does have that same contrasting shimmer, but it doesn't stand out quite as much, I don't think, in this one. And it also has those fine scattered holographics. So for Heart of Gold, the only one that I had that was even comparable was Puttin' on the Ritz, which is not the same, different shapes of glitter. The glitter in Puttin' on the Ritz is a little bit of a paler gold and less of a yellow gold. It's a slightly less chunky glitter in general, and also has different shapes. Obviously, there's a lot more hearts and circles in Heart of Gold. Both holographic glitters, but the tone is a little bit different. The shapes are a little bit different. I also wanted to put it over black because I wasn't sure how well you'd be able to see this on camera, but I think you can actually see it better. But here is Heart of Gold and Puttin' on the Ritz over black as well. So Kismet was a little bit difficult to do because it is very, very light and sheer, and I really feel like I just got a lot of color from the swatch wheel on here, not a ton of the color of the polish. This is Lavender Sky, which is another like sheer purple jelly. It's a little bit more opaque and has a little bit more purpliness to it. It's less neutral than Kismet. And then here is Haze Jelly, which is much darker and has much more pigment to it. For Hearth Jelly, I have that one here in the middle. This first one is Peach Jelly. Obviously peachier, a little bit lighter. And then over here is Rose Jelly, which is kind of the in-between shade between Hearth and Peach. It's a little bit, I do think this is a little more pink and less peach, which would make sense because it's rose and peach, but a little bit pinkier and a lighter color. But the opacity I feel like is like pretty much the same. This is 3 coats for everybody, although you are on this white swatch wheel, so maybe that's not a good gauge of opacity. So here I have Zen Jelly and NSFW Jelly. NSFW Jelly is a black jelly, but it's gonna look a little gray because it's got this white base under it from these swatch wheels, but it is a black jelly. It's very squishy, very even, and it gives a black look on the nails, like a smoky look, I guess. This, I don't know, I don't feel like the color's looking quite right here, but anyway, Zen Jelly is really not super comparable. It's very brown next to NSFW Jelly, which I was surprised to see. I thought they would be very close. Almost looks more like taupey mauve in the bottle, but it looks very brown over this white swatch wheel, but no close dupes there. And finally here I have Eban Flow, which is right here in the middle. Again, hard to make too good of a comparison because this is a thermal and I don't have any thermal Cirque Colors polishes to stick it next to. And the ones that I do have that were even like remotely close are not close at all. So this first one is Cloud 9. This is lighter, it has a strong contrasting shimmer, and it's not a thermal. This is Eban Flow in its cold state. And then this is Pixie Hollow, which has this scattered holographic, contrasting shimmer, and is a more blue shade and less purple. Not really darker, just more blue. I'm not sure if it's breaking my own arbitrary rules to pick Mãi Mãi as my favorite, but I just love it. I know it's not part of the Good Vibrations collection, but the color on this is amazing. Obviously, it's the one that I picked out to wear. And I'm not usually a red person either, and I just really love this. That contrast between the gold shimmer and the red polish and that scattered holographic in there. Now, it said in the description that this was a gold to green color shifting shimmer. I really don't see, I have it on my nails right now, I really don't see any like green shift in that gold shimmer, but I think I prefer it that way, so I'm good with that. I really, really like how this looks. So that is the new Do Good Polish and Good Vibrations collection from Cirque Colors. Again, I will link the Cirque Colors website down below where you guys can check those out because they are available right now. I also have my coupon/affiliate code with Cirque Colors, which will be on the screen and in the description box. I'll have more information on the Vietnamese boat people down in the description box as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later.